I just gotta try.
It's Valentine's Day, and you like our new cups? What's in the cup, Larry? It's not tea. It's Valentine's Day, and as we know, the best way to a woman's heart is to open your wallet. We're going to show you today how to make a lovely little beef Wellington. We have this absolutely beautiful fillet of beef. Now, normally, if you're buying this for two, you would need about that much there, okay? But we've got a lot of loved ones here, so we're making quite a few individual ones as well on this. This is from Gibson's Butcher's, beautiful fillet of beef. Now, we need a few things: horseradish, Dijon mustard, red currant jelly. We need plenty of butter, and we need some lard. That's going to be for our pastry, salt and pepper. We're going to do a little beetroot salad dish. We need loads of mushrooms. We got some dried mushrooms. These are porcinis. We're going to make a few chips. And some shallots and some truffle. Okay. Now, what is wonderful at the minute is in our garden we have got the first shoots of wild garlic. Okay. And this is, I mean, you smell this. I mean, the flavor is just absolutely boom in terms of the garlic. Softer, gentler, stronger, burny. Oh man, this is great. Okay, so learn how to pick wild garlic. So I would say round about there, you know, you want good portion each, you know, really good steak each. So that's our beef Wellington for two, okay? That's a proper chunk of meat. And then on individual portions, we want it into about that, okay? These are dried porcini mushrooms. Again, quite an expensive ingredient, but you don't need to use that whole bag. So we just take about, for our 7 portions, we take about half of that and just add some hot water. Just set those to one side there. Okay. Very important in beef Wellington is the pastry. So this is an English style pastry. It's made with lard and it's made with butter. So it's a short crust pastry, quite salty. Whatever we use there, okay, we use the same in butter, and then we use twice the amount of flour. Okay, is that? So it's basically 4 to 2. That. Get a nice fine. You see how that starts to come together there, okay? And then what we do is we have some nice, really, really cold water, okay? And that comes together as a ball. That's the pastry done. So that just comes together. Feels lovely and light. Okay, you just get that into a little bowl, and what we do is clinkful of that goes in the fridge, cool down 20 minutes. So to make our mushroom duxelle, we need these. This is 3 banana shallots, and they go 4 cloves of garlic, and we got our fresh herbs, which are thyme, a little bit of rosemary, and some of our wild garlic. Okay. And first of all, you give that a little blitz. So you want that sort of finer than the mushroom, okay? And what we do is we just pulse the mushrooms, okay? So they can all go in. As I say, it's quite a lot, but the reason I'm doing so much of this, guys, is because we're making more than enough for the 2 people, obviously, you know, but just tone the dish down a bit. Okay. What we do is just add a decent amount of truffle oil. We want to our reconstituted mushrooms here. These are our porcinis. So just drain them off. You know, you get a nice chunk of this, then the flavour goes right through it. I'll just give it a wee mix through. So just a little bit of oil. Again, this is more quantity than you will need. It's just because we're making a lot of it here. So when we go with the mushroom mix, so we need to cook this until all the water comes out of those mushrooms and evaporates. That's all. A good chunk of pepper. You see how that's reduced way down. I've got that on a much lower temperature. Now this is taken here about sort of 12 minutes, maybe going towards 15 minutes, because we've got so much of this. What we need to do is we need to chill this down as quickly as possible. So our pan is smoking. We've oiled our beef, and then she goes, and you want to hear that, okay? So and make sure you keep it, you know, the meat in contact with the pan. So let's just check that. Yep, perfect. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to cook the outside of this. Get the bottom done, cook the outside of it the whole way around, so you can start to see it cooks up about 5 mils. So you'll see from the bottom as it starts to cook, when it gets up, sort of the white end, then that's when we turn it around again, okay? So butter is flavour, but butter burns. So just be careful with it. And what we're going to do is just give it a wee seal the whole way around, just pretty much perfect, okay? So now we get that off the heat and just let that rest. So whilst our beef is still hot, we take some Dijon mustard, a good spoonful, okay? And we just coat that the whole way around it, okay? And we're just going to get wrapped up and it's going to go into the fridge. Okay, you can still see that is really rare on the inside, but we've got to put another 20 minutes cooking in the oven here. Okay, pastry's chilled, and we get a little bit of flour on that. Now we don't need all that pastry for this one. Okay, so we cut that half or so. Okay, back in the nice round. You spread your pastry out much more than what you need to coat our pastry in Parmesan before we put our mushroom on. Okay. So next thing, we put on our mushroom duxelle. And we want a nice, even, sort of reasonably thick coating of that. I mean, honestly guys, the taste in this mushroom duxelle is absolutely to die for. So then we take our meat. This is lovely and chilled. Obviously the mushroom duxelle has been chilled as well. It's been sitting out the back there. So don't forget, take your string off. You don't want to be eating string. So it comes in like that, okay? Now, what we do is we just take that up, side, and we try and get that duxelle. You want that all around, okay? So as you can see, we're making a lovely little sort of parcel, okay? Egg wash, all around, okay? You need to give this a proper seal, okay? Nice little kind of pattern to that. That'll just help it when it comes out. You put some egg wash on. Wellington has had probably about 25 minutes on about 160, okay? Now just in the last minute I turned it up just to brown the edge of it, okay? But that's our little beef. Well, it's quite a big beef Wellington, but it is sustainable for 2 people. Pastry's nice and crisp, okay? Now we need to let this rest for another 10 minutes easy, okay? Before we cut that, otherwise the blood will just run everywhere out of it. The sauce for this dish couldn't be simpler, guys. This is just some red currant jelly. And we just take a couple of spoonfuls of that. A spoonful of horseradish. And into that, we want to add our pan juices from our meat. Okay. So let's just get that all in. This is loads of flavour. Beetroots, these are pre-cooked quarters, in they go. And that's that, done. This is the big reveal. Now we're going to cut, okay? And we really want this to be quite pink on the inside, okay? So fingers crossed.
I just gotta try.